I think one of the biggest things that I've seen in the church and in young adult ministry particularly is there's a greater awareness of a need. When I first started, I remember I had a friend who was involved in young adult ministry in Denver at the same time that I was a young adult, and there wasn't much going on, and he would tell me things like, Denver is like the Vatican of the West for young adults." And when I was starting Catholic sports, I'd go to events and I'd be like, "If this is the Vatican of the West, no wonder we're dying." Like, this is the best the church has to offer. Like, oh man.
Yeah,
And
we're in
we
trouble.
were literally doing like theology on tap, and that was like it for young adults. And I mean, there were other good things, like Focus was moving its headquarters at that time, and they were nearby, and then Dow was starting, and like so Denver has always had this reputation for at least since '93 when the Pope visited, of having fostering apostolates to start. But the experience of as a young professional was lonely and a lack of support from the church, and trying to find like, where do I fit in? And I remember several times like talking to priests and saying, "Hey, how would I get involved?" And their responses to me, "Well, you could teach RCIA for us, or you could lead a religious ed class for our parents and their kids." And I'm like, yeah, but what I'm wondering is like, how do I find friends? Like, where do I fit? I've taught religious ed, and things like that, and I think those are good. But the response from the parish is lacking. Because there isn't something for most
Mhm.
parishes. If a young adult goes to them, there isn't something for the young adult.